friends, welcome back to my craft room and my face. We're going to be making this card today, and I've had so much fun designing this and using that gorgeous star punch and doing some scoring with it, and of course Santa over here doing some gorgeous colouring with him and some masking and stamping. So this is what I've got in store for you today. So come on down to the craft table. To make today's fun fold, you're going to need some fresh freesia. This has been cut at 28.5 centimetres in length and is a 5 centimetre width. I've then gone ahead and I have scored it starting from here, and I've scored it at 4.6 centimetres, 9.2 centimetres, 13.8 centimetres, 18.4 centimetres, 23 centimetres, and then finally I've scored at 27.6 centimetres, and that has given me a tab, which is great to make this fun fold card. You will also need to have some designer series paper. Actually, before I get into that, I'll go to this part here. So when you're cutting your A4 sheet at 28.5 centimetres, you'll come away with a strip like this. So I use this strip to then just cut two 7.5 centimetre in length pieces, and these are going to be, it's a box card, so these are going to be the bits that are going to help your display. And I've also cut two strips of window sheet at they're about 1 centimetre in width, and they're about 8 centimetres long, so you'll need those as well. Then we get back to our pattern paper. So I've got 6 of these designer series paper here. So I've used this gorgeous Booker effect one in the fresh freesia, and I've also got like a nice little gradient ombre, if you like, piece of designer series paper. That's all come from the these have come from the Bright and Beautiful 6x6 paper pack, and I've also cut a star in so I've punched a star, sorry, in that paper as well. And I have been absolutely obsessed with the star punch and the scoring. I don't know if you've seen my Instagram, but I'm absolutely obsessed, and so I'm going to use this one on the card today. Yep, you can see a few more over here. So yeah, so in that Bright and Beautiful designer series paper I've cut out so a star. Just need one in the designer series paper. You'll also need to cut out another star in white. In fact, you'll need to do 2 in white, and one of them you're going to, or in fact both of them, you're going to use the Sweetest Star, and you're going to stamp May Your Days Be Merry and Bright onto one of those stars, and just leave that one unscored. And you can see how I did this stamping effect on my Instagram. And you're also going to stamp Santa down here and leave him unscored as well. And you can see how I have coloured and stamped the snowflakes over the top of my colouring. You can see that on my Instagram account. That was so much fun. I really enjoyed making that. Okay, like I said, I'm loving the punch and this stamp set that I recently purchased. Okay, so I think we're ready to get making. All right, So we'll just pop all these over to the side, and we'll just grab our bone folder and go ahead and do our box scoring. So basically just folding and scoring, or burnishing, sorry. So fold and burnish. Nice crisp folds. Now the great thing about this box card is that it fits our Australian standard size envelopes, and it is also in landscape orientation. So when you adhere it all together, so you adhere there, all right, so it'll sit out like that, and then to post it'll lie flat. Anyway, that's what we're going to make today. All right, so I like to use a little bit of Stampin' Seal or tear and tape on my tab, so I'm just going to apply a bit of tear and tape to that. Doesn't need to be hugely strong, but I'm not going to use my multi-purpose glue today because of the drying time. We can just get straight into the making. Oh, and I almost forgot. So you know how we did these strips? Okay. I find that it's well worth actually putting them on now. So the way that works is on the inside of your card, you've got a strip that comes out that way. Okay, and you've got a strip on the other side that comes out that way. Now for that strip that's going to come out on this side, we're just going to make it a little tab on there. So I'm just going to use my metal ruler and just create a tab, and then I'll use my bone folder. Okay. Let's make sure the edges are aligned as best as we can. Okay, so we're going to add a bit of tear and tape to that tab, so to that part there. It'll come eventually. There we go. Let's get a bit of purchase on it, and there we go, we've got it. And I'll just fold over that little sticky edge there. Okay, so, and you probably want to, it's up to yourself, you probably want to go about a one centimeter up from the bottom. Okay, just do that one straight. And then same with this, so we're going to take that tear and tape backing off, and I'm just going to use the guideline of the other one to put that one on there, and then I'm just going to add a little bit of tear and tape. Okay, and now just fold that in, and we're just going to adhere our tab. Sorry, be sure it's nice and straight. Lining up your edges, sides, tops, bottoms. Awesome. Okay, and then inside there, my edges. There we go, that's better. I just had it out of alignment there. So you can see you've got a hexagon shaped box, and you've got your little bits that are going to let your display go 3D. And the reason why I've left it loose is because when you fold it to put into the card, so you'll notice that that is the perfect size. This is only 14 centimeters in length, so that'll go into a standard side envelope. It also allows you to, because you've got about 15 centimeters, so you want to go under 15 centimeters. So you've got a centimeter or less to play with for anything that pops out on the sides. So that's great. Okay, and we're going to go ahead now and we're going to decorate. So we're going to just adhere our designer series paper, and I'm pretty much going to go there and then do the Booker one in the middle. And not sure, these ones here, don't know if I mentioned it, these ones here are 4.5 centimeters in length by 4 centimeters in width. And you will also do some white ones and some stamping. Again, that's from the Sweetest Star stamp set. And those white ones are 4 centimeters in length and 3.5 centimeters in width. It gives you a nice border to go around. All right, so we'll go ahead now and we wait here. So yes, the multi-purpose glue is coming back out again. And we're going to adhere these designer series pieces of paper to our box card. Okay, so you want to pretty much look for an even edge, top, bottom and sides. Go to that Booker one now. Now my glue is getting low, so I've got to be careful about laying it down. I'm actually considering making a Tombow glue holder because it is driving me crazy trying to get the glue down to the glue nozzle, especially when it's running low. So stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to be making something. I used to use, you know, I'm sure you've seen a lot of other demonstrators, you know, you pop it in a jar or cup or something like that. So I used to do that. Oh, I've also used ribbon, you know, the ribbon reels. So I've also used ribbon reels. Sorry, it's not working for me. Stop playing with the glue. This is what I mean. I am absolutely determined to make myself a Tombow glue holder, because that falling over nonsense just then, that's just so annoying. Okay, sorry. Let's straighten up. Okay. And then flip it over. We're going to do the back as well, because why not? It's got to be pretty. Make sure I've been concentrating. Make sure I've got the longest ones going down and not short edge. That would be a disaster. Well, it wouldn't be a disaster. Nothing's a disaster in stamping, is there? Or crafting. It's just an opportunity for creativity. And I was thinking about this box and how you could I mean, it's already really pretty. I don't mean like pretty it up. I just mean just little, what am I trying to say? Little extras that you could do to the box. So I was thinking that you could actually go ahead with a corner punch and you could round the corners of these little pieces. That would be a nice little touch. That kind of would soften the box up a little bit too. So, Thing is, I'm so happy with this design. There are so many ideas that I've got rolling around in my head at the moment about what I could make, what else I could make. Of course, right now the focus is on a little Christmas box card. So steering a little bit away from my ocean sea life themed cards that I've been making. But I can imagine this box card with, you know, with the friendly fins, the dolphins leaping out, the coral. Oh, this, I'm very excited actually about making a box card with the friendly fins, so stay tuned for that one. So I mean, it doesn't really matter if I do this one, then more to the back. If I do this one, I might actually go with that. So I'm going to make this my front. Okay, again, we should have a nice even edge for our white pieces, stamped pieces. And again, you could step it up a bit by having some elements behind it, you know, some leaves or stars, or, you know, up to your creativity. So you could pop those behind these labels here. Then you could three-dimensionalize these labels on the front. I think that's just, I mean, that's just so cute already. And that's only the start of the box. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we'll add our window sheet. So again, just a little bit of tear and tape on the bottom of your window sheet. It's very hard to see, so just popping that there. Take off the backing, and then I'm going to fold over that bit back onto itself. Okay, and then that just basically goes. Again, now, like I said, you've got a little bit of wiggle room. So you've got a centimetre of wiggle room. So I'm just going to line it up, and I'm going to bring in that Booker star that I'm going to do. Okay, and just make sure that it's all right. So that means that pretty much I would like this piece of window sheet to be in the middle of this label. Okay, and so the best way that I can do that is by actually folding it on itself. Oh my goodness, you know, I thought I checked that. Obviously I didn't. So what I've just done is I've just glued it to the box. I mean, you could do that. Absolutely, you could do that. But for this box that I'm making, that won't work. So I'm just going to add some more tear and tape over the top of that little mistake. Nobody will see that mistake inside the box, so I'm not going to worry about covering it or anything like that. Okay, again, I've got a little bit of tear and tape that's extra, and let's make sure this time that I have got it in the right spot. Okay, and so, and what I'm looking for now is just that window sheet is straight, so you can actually maneuver it a little bit. It's just perfect. And then press down, and we've got our other bit of window sheet. And this one is going to go, so that one there went onto this tab here. This one's actually going to go onto this tab here, but it is going to be closer. Now I was thinking, just looking at that, you could, I haven't tried it, but you could get away with just one floating bar. Anyway, something to think about. But I like this because I can position it in different places. So I'm going to put this one down here. Now again, so on that, my 3D star is going to go on this one here. And oh, I've just realized this guy here, he does need to be scored. He is going to be 3D. So why don't we do that? Because that's our next star that we're going to put on. So if you haven't seen my Instagram video, this is basically how I score to make the 3D stars. So I insert the tip into the middle of the groove here, and I make sure that the bottom, the valley, is also in the groove here. Just make sure your slicer is out of the way, and then I score. And I always score after I've stamped, otherwise it will be really hard. Now what you'll find is that the star will pretty automatically get itself into the right position with very minimal effort on your behalf. You'll notice that my thumb is, as I close it, my thumb is holding here just to stop any little movement of the star, to make sure that my scoring line is straight and true. Lovely. So hold and then swap, and then we're all good to go. Okay, so we've done our scoring, and I don't even use the bone folder. I basically do a mountain fold on all of the star points. So I go around and I do mountain fold, and these lovely nails of mine are making fantastic mountain folds. So mountain fold all of those star points, and then the valleys. So you've got your mountain fold, and then the next score line will be a valley fold. Okay, and I just do that. And I'm just checking now that the middle point isn't as, there's the minimal bulk on that middle part there. It's all just folding all very nicely together. Okay, and there you go. You've got your 3D star. Okay, so back to our build. Now, how do I get those stars onto the window sheet? Okay, so I bring them in. This is my little tip. You grab your Stampin' Dimensionals, and in the middle you put 2. So take off the backing and then add another Stampin' Dimensional there. Okay, so you could do 2, you could do 3 even. I haven't tried 3. Oops, forgot to take off the backing. Okay, all right, and then they are now ready to go onto our window sheet. So just basically take off the backing, and I want the star point there, and I want the window sheet to go into the middle. Now the other thing is you've got that width that you need to keep in mind. You've also got 10.5 in height that you need to be mindful of. So when I do this guy here, it's probably going to be best. So 10.5 is along there. So basically, if his bottom feet are just above the top of the box there, and that alignment will be perfect. Okay, so star point and feet at the top, star point, middle, center of, and the window should be about there. Okay, we can move it over just slightly. Don't want any sticky. Okay. You can get your dimensional 3D shape again. Just a little bit of maneuvering. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead now with our other one. Oh, we're talking so much and got distracted. We forgot to put on our other side. That's right, because we were going to measure up. Now, also, if you've got a little bit left at the top there, you can just cut that off like that. Okay, and so this one here, where's his feet going to go? Let's see. So when the box is open and it sits like this, okay, so again, I'm going to pretty much just center up with that middle panel. We'll give that a go. So you can see that I'm just eyeballing this. Again, I don't think you can actually go wrong with this. Okay, so a bit of tear and tape again. And again, now I've just got to be mindful of where the sticky is. Good, it's on the back, and also where that other one is. Okay, so about the middle. All right, straighten that up. Okay, all right, so there we go, and I'll take the backing off that one there. All right, and 2 feet kind of centered, and press down. There we are. Check it in the back. Yep, that's good. Okay, and then you can just pop your 3D star up again like that. There we go. Okay, give it a bit of dimension. And last of all is we're going to bring in our gorgeous colored Santa, and he's just basically glued onto that final panel over here. So I'm just going to use my multi-adhesive just on Santa's feet, and I probably can come across, so his feet just below his belt will be glued onto that back panel there. So just bring him in and just basically the edge of his belt. There we go, Santa. There we go. Okay, check that. All right, so when you have a look, all right, so we had up to 15 centimeters to play with, so it all fits beautifully within that space that we needed. So you could leave it like that. That's gorgeous. Folds flat into the card. Off it goes. Where do you write on it? Good question. On the back. Now, I'm just thinking, as gorgeous and cute as it is, I think I would like some decoration along the front. So for the decoration, I'm going to bring in this small tree die from the Merriest Trees, and I'm going to cut some trees from the Bubble Bath, the Fresh Freesia, and the Berry Burst. And we'll see how they go on the card. Okay, so here are our little trees that are cut from that gorgeous little die. It's so sweet. And I'm just going to bring the card in just to see how it's all going to kind of work and whether I need to cut out maybe an additional colour. So I was thinking of having the Berry Burst over here and the Bubble Bath kind of over here, and then the Fresh Freesia sitting behind actually that one there. Okay, actually that just seems to go really well. I like that. All right, why don't we go ahead now and just glue those on. Okay, so as you saw, the Berry Burst is just simply adhered to the front of the card at the base of the tree. So we'll go ahead and do that. I like that, pretty much centered. Let's have a look. Yep. And then we had our little Fresh Freesia. Now he is kind of sitting behind. I might need to do a little stick to hold him on. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we'll glue our Bubble Bath to, so again, just some glue along the bottom of the tree, and that one can get glued this time closer to the edge of the card. Okay, just check on the glue. Yeah, that was fine. Just make sure there wasn't any glue going onto the star, so that's fine. That's why you got to be careful. Take caution. Be careful with your adhesive. And so now we've got this guy here, and so the plan is that when it's open like this, that it will sit out like that. Now it's only going to have be secure, even if that goes behind there like that. Yeah, so that's really, could be. No, it could be actually. No, we'll try it. Okay, so we'll try. It seems to be that this one's going quite far, whereas this one's only like a little point. But I seem to be able to put a bit more glue on the bottom of that tree there. So let's try that. Oh yeah, that's good. That's lovely. Okay, can you see? All right, and we'll just have a look behind. Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay, and I do like it with those trees on the front there. Bring our stars forward. So you've got your top, your look of the box from the top there. So there's your hexagon shape. So that's your look from the top. You can't really get a really good effect of it. And this is your card. From the side here. Oopsies, it's falling out of my hands at the moment. I'll do a better rotational video of that very soon. And this is just the tutorial, so I hope you enjoy making this gorgeous little box card and have some fun with maybe some other ideas. Like I said, I've got a friendly fins idea mulling around in my brain, so I look forward to sharing that with you in the near future. Okay, thanks so much for crafting along with me, and I'll see you soon. Bye.